Okay, equivalent fractions. The first thing you need to know is, what does equivalent mean? Well, it sounds like the word equal. Equivalent means equal fractions. Okay, so the first thing we do is we're going to model our fractions, because we label our pictures, and math, because it's fun. Well, in this first model, we have 1 shaded out of 3. Then I'm going to shade the same amount over here. I like to draw like the original lines that make up this model. And then I know this top right one is shaded. So how much is shaded here? 2, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 2, 6. So I think that 1/3 and 2, 6 are equivalent. Okay, now last year you learned butterfly method, right? And that helped you to find if the fractions are equivalent or not. And we will use that too. But we're actually going to use the actual math behind making equivalent fractions this year as well. Okay, so here's the rule. If I multiply the numerator, I can multiply by anything I want as long as I multiply the denominator by that same number. So 1 times what equals 2? 1 times 2 equals 2. 3 times what equals 6? 3 times 2 is 6. So because I can multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same thing to get our new fraction, I know that this fraction is equivalent. So our rule was to multiply numerator and denominator both by 2. Now I don't want to get rid of butterfly method. So I can also say 1/3, and I write just beside it, 2, 6. I make 1 wing, add the antenna to the top. 2 times 3 is 6. Then I make my other wing. 1 times 6 is 6. Are both sides equivalent? Yes. So I put my equal sign. All right, so take a look at C. I know there's 1 shaded here out of 4. That shows 1/4. If I make the original plus sign here and I shade that upper left, that is 2/4 shaded. So I think that 1/4, not 4, sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8. Those out of 8 in all. So I think that 1/4 and 2/8 are equivalent. But let's do the math to make sure. 1 times what is 2? 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times what is 8? 4 times 2 is 8. Was I able to multiply both by the same number? Yes. Therefore, 2/8 is equivalent. So our rule is to multiply both by 2. All right. Do my butterfly method. 1/4 and 2/8. My first wing, 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Are they equal? Yes. Okay, I'm going to skip down to E. So here we're using circle models. Now we're going to use rectangular models. So my first model shows 1/3 shaded. I color here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Count up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think that 1/3 is equivalent to 4/12. 1 times what is 4? 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. So they are equivalent because I multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. So 1/3 and 4/12. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 12 is 12. They are both equivalent. So now I'm going to go on to F. So I have 2/3, and I'm comparing that to shade to have the same model. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8/12. So I think that 2/3 is equivalent to 8/12. So let's check it using our math. 2 times what is 8? 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. So we're able to multiply both by 4, numerator and denominator. Therefore, they are equivalent. So I have 2/3 and 8/12. All right, using the butterfly method, 8 times 3 is 24. 12 times 2 is 24. Are they equivalent? Yes. right, I want to show you one more problem at the back of this page. Take a look at 11 with me. It says, draw a point on the number line to show two fractions that are equivalent. Then name the fractions. So I'm going to put my dot right here, just because I want to. You can put it anywhere. So this is 1, 2, 3 out of 4. So this is 3/4, right? If this was 0 and this was 1, that dot right here would represent 3/4. All right, so hopefully from this, what you learned is as long as you multiply the numerator by the same number and you multiply the denominator, you'll get an equivalent fraction. So I can pick any number I want. I'm going to go with 5. I like to multiply by 5s. So if I go 3 times 5, my new numerator will be 15. And if I multiply my numerator by 5, I must multiply to my denominator also by 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. So 3/4 is equivalent to 15/20. All right, Miss Gracie, you should be able to do this on your own now.